Uh, Hi children. In previous video, we learned the watercolor techniques. Basically, what are the types of techniques we have to use to make any one drawing, one coloring, any like sceneries or birds or animals, whatever it is. The basic techniques what we have to use that we have learned in previous video. Now we are going to learn just two demonstration. I'm going to show you. One is flower, another one is bird. So first of all, here I told you two containers I'm going to use now. Two containers. Okay, these two containers, one container I'm using to clean or to wash or to clean brushes. The another container I'm using to add this water. I'm going to add this water, this fresh water I'm adding in the colors. Okay, this way two containers we have to use in coloring, then your painting looks neat. If you use this whatever the water you are using to clean brushes, the same water if you use in the colors, the color will become dirty, and finally that output and exact colors you won't get. That's the reason you have to maintain two containers. As well as cloth I am using, whenever my work is done, whenever my painting is done, like one particular portion is application part is done, immediately I clean, I wipe the brushes with this cloth. Then only the next color freshly and neatly we can take and apply. That way we have to maintain the all these things. Now, how to color the flower? First I am going to draw a flower here. Just lightly, as I said in previous video, you have to draw very lightly. This is one petal I did here, and here another petal, two petals, and like this way I used petals. Then this transparent technique, how the transparency will help us to make these artworks beautiful, that I am going to show you. How transparency will help us to make beautiful artwork. This is one flower, and here another small flower, and here a small bird over here. Okay, and leaves to this. Like this, for example. Okay, any watercolor, how we will do from the lighter color to darker color. We should not do darker color first. Lighter level to darker level, layer by layer we have to develop. Maximum within the 4 layers we have to finish the watercolors. If possible, maximum 3 layers of the levels, like 3 levels also you can use. Like layer by layer, lighter layer to darker layer we have to use to make any watercolor. So before that, first of all I am doing some background color to this. Just simply I am spreading water from the fresh bowl. I am spreading water from the fresh bowl. After spreading the water, just I am spreading immediately in wet. This is I am doing in wet condition. This is wet and wet technique. Just I am applying yellow randomly on this. And like this. and some yellow and light blue colors I am joining. It is turning into a lightest green color, and this color I am spreading on this like dots. Some dots you will find. See here, some dots you'll find here. Some dots you'll find just by tapping on this. Okay, just like this. It gives some effect. When you want to bring some effect, you can put like this dots. If you observe little closely, you will understand the effect like this. Lightly, these dots are spreaded with this wet color. Okay, if you want darker, just less water in the color, like less water in the color. Here, little darker color and little darker tone. If you use little more clearly, you'll get this dot. See, it depends on how you using color, like lighter or darker. If you want lighter dots, lighter color you have. If you want darker color, darker like darker dots, darker color you have to take. This way I spreaded this wet technique. First I did wet technique. I am waiting this to dry, because before after dry only we can apply these all separations, like these flowers and leaves, everything we can separate from the background. If you do in wet condition only, after application of this background, immediately if you do this object or it's or a flower, immediately if you apply with color, these colors will spread with the background and all will mix together. It will become little dirty. So that what we have to do, first we have to apply this background, like whatever the techniques we want to do in background, that you can finish it lightly. After that, until it dry we have to wait. After getting dry we have to do the flower coloring. Now just 2 minutes, I'm switching on the fan to get it dry. Okay, it must be little quick. When you doing this watercolors, you must be very spontaneous. When sometimes we have to apply color in wet condition, sometimes we have to apply color in getting like in position of drying condition. When sometimes we have to apply color after fully dried. This way the conditions of the paper, the condition of the color, we have to understand always, we have to observe always. Then this coloring looks more effective, and the output comes more effective way. Now almost it's dried. Now after it dried, I am doing some leaves in a background. Some leaves I am doing in a background. In the background I am doing some leaves lightly using this cobalt blue and yellow. I am getting green tone. This green color just like leaves lightly in the background, like this. See, very light effects I am doing. Very lightly I am doing this in a background, like this. Okay, this way I just lightly I am doing in the background. Here we have flower, here the bird, here small flower, here another bird we have. So this way lightly I did. After I am taking this vermilion hue color lightly. See, here you have to understand that every time I am using, before Like all the areas wherever the light colors are there, all those light colors I am doing in the first. I am doing these background petals lightly. It's little in wet condition, not a problem. First I did this background, like all petals in lighter tone. All petals I did in lighter tone. See how lighter I did. Okay. Even the small flowers also. The small flower also doing lighter tone. I'm just filling it. Whatever the drawing I have done, I'm filling it lightly. Like this. After this, I'm going to do some darker tones over on that. So after getting dry only we have to do darker tones. So here this portion, the down portion is dried now. So this down portion we have done these leaves and all. So this portion you can finish the coloring part using yellow and some blue color, yellow and blue color. I'm mixing here. I'm getting green color. Okay, these two tones I'm going to do this for these leaves, and leaves I'm filling with a lighter color. Here I have taken little very less water in the color, very less water in the color to get medium level of the tone. Like it shouldn't be more darker, it shouldn't be more lighter, medium tone of the color, like this. Okay, leaf I am doing this way. Just I did that way. Just simply I did. Where the leaves I have done the drawing of the leaves, that particular portion I am doing this color. This way little darker areas I have done. After this, getting dry, we have to wait until it dry. After getting dry, we have to finish the flower. See, after washing always this brush I am wiping with the cloth. Okay, after washing I am wiping with the cloth like this. It should not wipe like this, this hair, the brush hair will get spoiled, so that gently you have to wipe the brush. And next I am going to do this petals in a second layer, little darker color than previous applied color. Here previously whatever the tone, lighter tone we applied, little darker than that color we have to take, little darker, very slight difference from the beginning layer. Now I am doing this second layer, the second layers of the petal. Here one petal I did, 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 like few petals I did randomly. This way I did second step. So few petals are looking in back and few petals are looking little front. In third level it looks more front, like other step of the petals also we will show in next level. Next, the same red color I'm using here in for few petals. In a lighter way, lightly like this, some area, and here just one stroke like this. Okay, after this we have to wait for like few minutes until it get dry. After it get dry, here this portion, these leaves and all these, we have to give the last final touch and finishing, we say. Here I'm doing this leaves little darker tone, mixing of the same green color with a little black like this. The same green color, yellow and blue mixture color with a little black color. It will turn into darker. This color I am using to make petal like leaves like this. Okay, and here also another leaf, same darker color like this, and here also just one stroke like the thin strokes and broad strokes. And here another petal like that. After these petals I am joining with the stems. These all leaves I am joining with the stems like this. This way. After making this, okay, when you're giving strokes, you must use brush from down to upwards. Don't give strokes like this. In watercolors, you have to give brush stroke like this, down to up. Even for the branches of the tree also. This way, if you give, the edges will come very lighter. See here, edges will come very lighter. Very thin edges you'll get. Like sharp edges you'll get if you give from down to upwards. After making this, the final touch I am going to give for the total work. This way, layer by layer we have to use the watercolor. Now I am using this red color, bit darker, with the fresh water. Here little water added, not too much darker. This color I am giving now, I am applying to this place. This petal I am doing now. Okay, this petal, and here another petal. Two petals and another petal here. Some petals only at the edges. Here I left some color. I didn't apply here. In here I left as it is the light color. Only at the edges I applied the color. This also brings some effect to the flower. Okay. Again the same little darker red. Here lightly one stroke. Here just at the edges one stroke. If we give a brick some effect to the flower. Okay, like this. After, to make separation of this petal, just lightly here to the background petals, like this you can give. And these background petals, whatever the strokes you have given, lightly you have to spread. It shouldn't be more clear strokes, it should be like blur, so that lightly you can spread these strokes, and this way the background will become. Watercolor shouldn't be more like a perfect finishing, or shouldn't be like more blending, more like smooth finishing. It shouldn't be like that. Watercolor must be some stroke effects you have to use. Okay, it shouldn't be like more neat finishing. It should be like layer technique. It must be like layer by layer, one on one, like keep doing 3-4 layers, that output will come. And it is like quick media, you can finish it very fast. Even for outdoor landscapes also, this is only the artist will prefer. This watercolor technique, transparent technique, only artist will prefer to finish his work very quickly by balancing different various colors. This way another petal I did, just another flower, here small one. Okay, like this. And finally, for leaves, a thin darker green stroke, means black and green must be very thick. Both the color quantity must be equal and water quantity must be very less to get very thick color. This one just use like this. And like this. And like this. Just at the edges, the thin strokes we give. If you can handle with this big brush, if you have this kind of big brush with the point, you can use for thin strokes. If you don't have, as I said, you have to use thin brush only. Okay, like this. Finally, just give the finishing by giving strokes at the edges of the colors, edges of the leaves, edges of the stem, edges of the flower, like this. For flower you should not give fully, just few places where it require, like this, just few places, mainly at the bottom area of the flower. This way our coloring will be done. How is it, children? Is it good? Just you also try once, and next class we will do the bird. Okay, thank you.